Hello, this is Sean, and welcome to Time and Talk. Today I thought I'd make a really quick video about these two watches on the screen. I've recently been thinking perhaps about getting rid of one of these, the Speedmaster in particular. So I thought I'd make a video about how much these watches maybe complement each other as a pair. These are my most expensive watches, my two luxury watches, if you like, in quotation marks. And as we all do, I've been getting a little bit of cold feet for wanting to buy something new. And I've been rationalizing this in my head as there might be a problem with these two particular watches as the centerpiece of my collection. And I thought it's quite an interesting video because it would also help us to think about, what makes a good collection and what is it that makes watches fit together as part of a collection. So bear with me. Hopefully it will be interesting. So yeah, so got these two watches. I've got the 214270 on the left, the Rolex Explorer, and the first Omega in space on the right. And the first Omega in space is actually on a rather cool, I think it's watch gecko strap, like a leather style. Actually, funnily enough, I've just come home from work and actually thought how good it looks when I saw it on this strap when I came in from work. And that's the thing about these watches, that sometimes we sell them and get rid of them and think we're going to go on to bigger and better things, and then perhaps we end up regretting it. So yeah, what are my thoughts? And just by the way, if you can hear a little bit of noise in the background, that's my coffee machine making me a coffee. So don't worry about that noise. Hope it doesn't disturb the video too much. So right, what are my thoughts? So essentially what I'm thinking is, are these watches a good complement to each other? And in particular, are they too similar? Okay, so when I've had two luxury watches in my collection, quote unquote, for a while really, and just take you through the story. That the first luxury watch I ever bought was an Omega Seamaster, the ceramic version. I bought that and I liked it, but having said that, it was kind of an impulse buy, and it was a watch that I bought because I couldn't afford the Submariner, that type of thing. So then I ended up buying the Explorer on the left, the 214270. I bought this in 2016 when it was already an outgoing model, and it's the Mark 1 without the full lume. And soon after, I decided that the reason that I bought the Explorer as well, because it was dead versatile, and it's very different to the Seamaster. So the Seamaster is quite a blingy watch, really. It's quite shiny, and it's a dive watch, so it's a different type of watch. It's blue rather than black. And then I got tired of the Seamaster, so I got a Speedmaster, and not this current one, but a Moon watch. And then I flipped that very, very soon after and bought a Datejust. Okay, so the Datejust, my reasoning was, sports Rolex, dress Rolex, completely different. Having said that, they both had smooth bezels. Datejust had a Jubilee bracelet, so a different type of bracelet. Got tired of that. So then I bought this on the right. And the way I saw it at the time as them being different was, the Rolex Explorer is a kind of a sportier watch. It's got a bracelet. It's time only, whereas the Speedmaster, even though the Speedmaster is clearly a sports watch, it's a dressier sports watch. It looks dressier. It's also a chronograph, so it's got a different function. But now I'm starting to think, are these watches actually a good complement to each other? I mean, this may just be me looking for excuses to buy another watch, to sell one and to buy another one. But here's my reasoning. Okay, so two watches, both relatively traditionally styled, quite conservative sports watchers. Okay, so that's my first line of reasoning. Secondly, both almost identical in size. There's 0.7 of a millimeter between them, so they both wear quite similarly. Third, both black dial. Okay. Fourth, they both are, I mean, obviously the Speedmaster's a chronograph, but they both are essentially time-only watches. So, you know, you turn the crown and you set the time, and that's all you have to do. You don't have a date to play with or any complications to play with or anything like that. And they have a kind of generally similar vibe on the wrist. Okay, so, you know, when you wear them, they kind of, you know, they're not very out there, very modern watches. They wouldn't go particularly well with, you know, with really sporty clothes or anything, because they're quite traditionally styled, traditionally proportioned. So yeah, that is my reasoning behind it. Tell me what you think. Obviously, I've been thinking about getting rid of the Speedmaster, but I do really like the watch. If I had enough money to buy others without getting rid of it, I wouldn't. And tell me what you think of my reasoning. You know, do you think that these are a good complement to each other, or do you think they, you know, they don't really belong in the same collection together, or, you know, some other watches might complement each other more? How would you produce a collection, particularly in terms of, you know, if you've got two watches as the centerpiece of your collection, how would you differentiate them? The thing that I've particularly got my eye on is I do want more Rolex, because Rolex is my thing, really. But I'm getting into Seiko in a much bigger way at the moment, and that's what my next video is going to be about, the Seikos that I'm after. So let me know what you think. Please subscribe to my channel if you like my content. Let me know in the comments your thoughts. Thanks very much. Bye bye.